like to share with you another thing that will make us happy, just like we had a shahada before we started. And we have somebody as well adhering, alhamdulillah, to the commands of Allah and His Messenger. I was in a shop changing my tires. Did you put it on?
It's off.
Let me just put it on for you. You don't know to put it on.
No, but it's on.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
I went to the tire shop to change my tires, and saw the person, he had in his hand those two things, and each hand's got this copper one. And I already knew what he was for. Whether he comes from subcontinent, I'm not going to mention this because I'm not really concerned about which country he comes from. He's a Muslim, and I said, "Are you putting these for the arthritis?" He said, "Yeah." So first of all, medically speaking, there's no such thing that this copper will help your arthritis in this. It's all a hoax. There's nothing medically speaking. So yeah, I'm putting it now from the spiritual side. And the spiritual side has to have some authenticity and proof from the divine, Quran and Sunnah. So if you don't have that, then this is going to be considered a talisman or a charm. You understand these words, or ta'awiz, something like that. We call it. Different type of ta'awiz. This is ta'awiz. So this is Sheikh. He was asking me about the prayer of the Jummah. I said, forget about the Jummah. This is more important than prayer. Wallahi, he took them off straight away. So I was really happy. And I took them off from him because he might put them back. Shaitan would tell him, very expensive and thing like this. And I took them. That's it. And I took a photograph of his hands next to his. This is for my da'wah purposes. Alhamdulillah. Khani. When you see something wrong, don't be hesitant or shy to go ahead and enjoy good of evil. Look at this, and I don't know how much reward Allah is going to give for this. Wallah, I'm so happy with it. And I did not bin them yet because I want to show them to the program of yours here. Then I'm going to, make sure that not bin them, I'm going to cut them because they can't take it. It's very made to be put. I've never seen this. I've seen like normal bracelet like this. You can put it like this. Subhanallah. Alhamdulillah. Start the question, Khala. If you have any questions, please go ahead. Start the question.
Yeah. How do you beautify your voice?
How do I beautify my voice? Well, there are a number of ways to beautify your voice. First of all, the voice which is beautiful naturally, this is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All this person just is to train, because his voice is nice anyway. And the Sahaba, they had voices which is different from one another. So not all the Sahaba had beautiful voices. Okay? Some of them actually you could know that it's not as good. Like for example, when Abdullah ibn Zayd, he saw the dream regarding the adhan. He said it to the Prophet, and the Prophet said, this is like from revelation. So he changed the whole system of adhan to be now Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. But he did not give it to Abdullah ibn Zayd, who's got the oath, the prioritization, the priority. Why? Because he's the one who said in the vision. But he said, tell it to Bilal. And Bilal is a slave being freed. Bilal is Abyssinian. Bilal is different color. Bilal is going to be now making this by standing on top of the masjid, on top of, to be called for the adhan. So it is the last choice you're going to choose him. But he chose him, why? Because he's got a nice voice. Teach it to him, it was a nice voice. That means Abdullah ibn Zayd is not as good as voice as him. So the beautiful voice is from that gift from Allah. But you can enhance your voice. Some people started like, and then became, mashallah, nice. How? Training. The training is, you listen to a reciter whom you love. Keep listening to him. He will be embedded into your voice without you knowing it. After a while. You keep listening day and night. You must start reciting while you're sleeping. Okay? Just love his voice, and no problem to start as mimicking, like copying a person. No problem. Okay? But later on, you're going to have your own print, different tone. Just add it. So you love somebody, you have your own print on it. So slowly, you're going to imitate that person you love him because you love, and don't twist the word of the Quran in order to match the voice of that person. That's extremism. Becomes fluent. So that's slowly. Also dua. Also qiyamul layl. Ask us a lot. Qiyamul layl, subhanAllah, makes like a different type of voice of the person. Gives them something like this makes the voice. Allah will help you, inshallah. Okay. Mahdi, have you got a nice voice?
I don't think so. I wouldn't say
That's what you don't think so, other people they think so. لولا الأذواق لبارت الأسواق. Meaning, had it been for the different tastes, markets would have been finished. Your voice, maybe somebody will love it. Allahu Akbar. Yes. So, inshallah. So slowly go out and copy it and recite it. You have to copy and recite it. Start to listen to somebody who you like. Copy him. Now.
My question is, when the Imam is reciting Salat al-Isha, Fajr, and Maghrib, Surah Al-Fatiha, do we have to recite or no? After the...
But we spoke about this number of times when we were not here. But this is one of the controversial issues. But we know that if I'm going to ask the people who have been here, do we recite the Fatiha if the Imam is reciting the loud recitation? He says, you know, the Mufti said it. Became Muftis and all of them. You understand? There's proofs for that, a number of proofs. Prophet ﷺ, he said, Man kana lahu imam faqiratu imam lahu qira'ah. One of the proof, the Prophet ﷺ, he said to a person who was reciting with the Fajr, Man yunaza, why are you really contending with my prayer? So the companions stopped when the Prophet ﷺ recites loudly, and they were reciting when the Prophet ﷺ recites silently. So in Dhuhr Asr, they will recite. Last two rak'ah of the Maghrib, they recite. Last two rak'ah of the Isha, they will recite. In the loud recitation, they will just listen. And Allah said, Ma ja'ala Allahu li rajulin min qalbayni fi jawf. Allah does not make two hearts in you, or two minds in you. You can't listen to both recitations. You recite, and at the same time, somebody's reciting. You can't comprehend. Number two, وَإِذَا قُرِئَ الْقُرْآنَ فَاسْتَمِعُوا لَهُ وَأَنصِتُوا. If the Quran is to be recited, then listen and be quiet. Not just listen, quiet. فَاسْتَمِعُوا لَهُ وَأَنصِتُوا. وَأَنصِتُوا means shh. So how can you be shh when you are reciting something else? Now, Allah.
Sheikh, say if you join the Salat and you miss the first...
Say that you have joined the Salah and you missed the
Miss
Fatiha.
the first, Fatiha as well as the ruku, so you have to do
The ruku. Quickly, go Allah Akbar ruku.
So you have to do the second additional rak'ah at the end.
No, you don't have to additional. This is the controversial as well. Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, Man adraka ruku' faqad adraka rak'ah. You caught up with the ruku', caught up with the rak'ah. Some scholars, they said, no, you have to catch up with the Fatiha. No, you don't have to. So when adraka ruku', and the Prophet said as well, من أدرك ركعة من الجمعة فقد أدرك الصلاة فليضيف إليها أخرى. If you have caught up with one rak'ah of the Jum'ah, it's like you caught up with the Jum'ah, just add one rak'ah. So if you caught up with the ruku' of the rak'ah, you caught up with the rak'ah. Hadith, clear cut, Hadith Abi Bakr radiallahu anhu. When the Prophet was in ruku', he made ruku'.
Yeah, okay. I'll make it simpler. So if you miss the whole first rak'ah, so you just join for 2, 3, and 4, and you do your additional one at the end. Do you do Fatiha plus a surah or just Fatiha?
Okay, I'll answer this question with the following. Any person who joins the prayer, he joins as it is to be the first of his prayer, the beginning. So when you join the second rak'ah of the Imam, it's your first. Okay?
Yeah.
So the last rak'ah is going to be one of the last of yours. You understand me? Alright? So let's say you join the last rak'ah, the fourth. You join the Imam, the first rak'ah of yours. So you're going to get up and you're going to get a loud recitation because the second rak'ah, then the third silent, the fourth silent. Okay?
Yeah.
Is that understood?
Yeah.
No, exactly. تفضل يا زهرة. نعم يا زهرة. السلام عليكم.
If you join the Salat and you're in the last rak'ah, sitting down and somebody's knocking away at your door, can you do taslim after the Lord Ibrahim?
You should, you should in the last rak'ah seek refuge from 4. You must. Okay, if you did it, your prayer is valid, but you have sinned because you did not do the seeking refuge in Allah from the 4, which is Adab al-Qabr, Adab al-Jahannam, Fitnat al-Mahya al-Mamat, Fitnat al-Masih al-Dajjal. You must do that. Okay, and then you could make a sleep. Now, and then you could open the door while you are, so you could just move and open the door, even if you are in the prayer, as long as the door is not far away from you, inshallah. Now, second one, please. Abdul Samad. Hello, Abdul Samad. Salam alaikum.
My question is regarding if somebody recites Surah Al-Mulk for the Maghrib prayer, do they have to recite Surah Al-Mulk outside to get
you want to hit two birds with one. Yeah. That recitation of yours is for the prayer, is not for the sleeping. So you need to make for the sleeping another Surah Al-Mulk inshallah. But I like that. Hitting two birds with one. Now, Kwani, you never get fed up of reading, as much as you can. Never get fed up. طيب يلا it was a good question actually. Ahmed.
Barakallahu fikum, Sheikh. I have a question about hadith. I didn't understand the hadith, Sheikh, of Aisha when Barira wanted freedom, and her family said the emancipation wouldn't be for Aisha. So the Prophet ﷺ told Aisha radiallahu anha to make a condition that the wala is for them. But then after that,
This hadith, you're confusing the people. They don't know the hadith. So your question, it has to be in private because I have to go the whole story of this. You understand? Yeah, so make the question beneficial to the people, they don't be confused. Right, yalla, next one, Faisal.
Sheikh, what is the ruling of someone memorizing the Quran and he forgets it out of neglectfulness? Is that haram or is that makruh?
It is haram out of negligence. Memorize the Quran and forget it. It's haram. You're going to be punished. It's like a major sin. Negligence. Out of not negligence, like you're getting old or something else. You're getting dementia or something else. Okay, you got Alzheimer as well.
Alzheimer's.
That disease, then no problem. You got an excuse. Nah, no problem. Khalas, anybody here? Questions? MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Put that question for me, Ahmed, so I could really explain, because we have to, whole story is not really small. Story Barira with Aisha, it's not really small. It's a long session, it's a lecture in itself. So a simple misunderstanding of something like this is not going to be beneficial to the people because they don't know what you're talking about. وسبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.